In this video, we'll quickly look at the reshape function. This typically can be used on a data frame to change the alignment or the organization of data. For instance, let's look at this given data set. ID is the identification of a given person. Gender is whether the person is male or female. Race, height categories, whether a person is taller or shorter than a given number of feet, for example, could be 6 feet, 5 feet, and so on. Whether the person was wearing glasses, whether the person was wearing a ring, wearing a hood, what could be the approximate age bracket, and what is the body type. So, for instance, this could be a simple event that is raised by a surveillance camera when a person enters or exits a particular complex under observation. It could be a mall, for instance. So this is the ID-centric way of organizing data. For instance, I could query, I could store this in a data frame, and perhaps if I have to store this in a SQL database, I could query it based on the ID. And for a given ID, I could retrieve the various aspects. So the essence is that each human object is classified using a number of aspects, right? So there is an aspect of race, there is an aspect of gender, there is an aspect of body type, whether the person was wearing glasses and ring and so on. So these are the various aspects a given person is classified with. Reshape would allow you to look at the data from a different perspective. It will typically allow you to understand what are the various aspects, for instance, are covered. So for instance, what are the various values for a given gender, what are the various values for a given race, and so on. So it's similar to a columnar organization of data. So we'll quickly look at how this function achieves this. So we'll quickly read this shaped information. So we are going to read this into a variable called shaped from the read table command, and then we'll quickly rename this based on the aspects that we need to cover. And once we do that, we'll just quickly do this reshape function invoke, where we are specifying the data frame that we just created, along with the varying criteria, which are the various aspects. And once I specify that information, I could quickly look at what I get here. So for instance, you can see that the organization is now columnar, right? So it is giving me all types of genders, then the race, then height, and then the behavioral aspects or the wearable aspects, and then the demographic information like age and body type. So the information is organized based on the sequence of aspects. So this is the tall way of organizing. And the first one that was one which was ID-centric. It's the wide way of organizing data. So we're moving from an entity or ID-centric alignment of information to aspect-based information. And this, if I can order it based on the ID, then I could quickly skim or scoop the information that I need. For instance, if I could just, for instance, organize this reshaped object based on the ID, then I'm scooping for a given ID. So this is best of the both worlds, right? So for a given ID type, I can see all the aspects, and then I can treat this as a stack, and I could retrieve information based on ID, and I can get all the aspects as a key value pair. So perhaps some performance improvement in case of millions of records, or so that's one possible application of this kind of arrangement.